Кем ты станешь, ты станешь, гулям?
Майстер на киевскартоні.
Epic Praetor and Hell Knight painting, kit bashing, all the above. So let's go ahead and chop the back legs off, and we're gonna need to trim them up a little to get them ready to fill with something. Now, because I don't have any nice epoxy putties, I'm gonna use dollar store Play-Doh, fill it up, let it dry in the air. And this part was very scary, so I had to cut these Lego dragon wings and then torch them with a lighter. And it's not that it was scary that I was gonna hurt myself, it's just these are some of my first Lego pieces. I had them when I used to have the old castle sets, but here we go, melting them a little, scrunching them, giving it a little more depth, a little more pizzazz. We're gonna be putting these on later, but for now, let's go ahead and try to get a body build. So here's the helmet. I lied, no body. First we're gonna do the helmet. So antelope horns on a freaky skull gas mask looking thing, and then we're gonna use another little bit, a little piece that we're gonna put on the back to sort of complete the helmet, and it's gonna look like that. There we go. And here we go, time lapse showing you guys how I put the new body onto my guy. And I used one of my old war boys from my RC Mad Max. So here we go, putting it on, and time to paint those Hell Knights. So we're gonna leave the Play-Doh to dry. It's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna head and paint these guys. We're gonna start with a light brown for the fur, do a little black on the pants, do some gray on the armor and on the chainmail, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to mix ourselves up a little bit of skin tone. So here's how they look so far. We want to get that skin going, so mix up some skin tone, which I want to do red. You know, they are demonic. I want them to be demons. These are D&D orcs technically, but I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead. We're going to mix in a little bit of brown, a little bit of red. Now this video here is going to be playing at almost full speed, so it's going to be quite a while. I'll get to talk to you guys about who knows what. So, mixing it in, getting it just right, and as I've said before, I like to put a little bit of water and soap into my regular dollar store acrylic paints, and by doing this, it makes it a little more, or a little less surface tension-y, which means it gets into all the cracks better, and ultimately, it gets a lot closer to contrast paint, or speed paint from army paint. So, we got it all mixed up, we're going to start applying it, and we're going to start on the first guy. A little bit, we're going to put it on the second guy. So as we start covering up little bits of this guy, we're going to see that he's starting to come to life. It's all coming together with that red. Now I am going to be doing glazing and dry brushing before I finish all these guys up. This is all kind of just like the base coat. And then we're going to go on and make them a little nicer. I want to try some new techniques. I actually have a new set of brushes. They were $6 for a 2-pack of 6, so 12 total, 50 cents a piece. They're very nice. They have all sorts of tiny little tips, and they can also be manipulated very nicely. They keep their shape if you want. You can bend them. They go where you want. Basically, I'm very happy. So I haven't used proper brushes. I've only used dollar store brushes up until now, and this is a game changer. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep getting that base coat on in a little bit. I'll give you a little tour where I spin them around, show you what they look like, and I'm very excited to give them their weapons. They're not gonna have these axes. They're actually gonna have some. One's gonna have a shotgun, the riot shield, and another one's gonna have probably a sword, but I guess we'll find out. So let's keep putting it on there. And while you guys watch me paint, let me go ahead and plug myself for a little bit. Let's go ahead, drop a subscribe, a comment, share this with somebody who might be inspired to make their own KitBash units. Basically anything helps to get the exposure out there. I'm a teeny tiny channel, and it would really mean a lot if you guys could just pass it along to your friends and get it checked out. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spin them around a little. I just got the clear coat on, show you guys how they look. I think they look great. These are some of my best. Here we have the weapons and shields attached. So these guys are either gonna have SMGs or shotguns, either which way. I chose to use these two guns, and these, this is the center of a sprue, it's for the shield. And here's the guy coming together. He's got his gun. I gave him a little bit of armor and some hot glue to sort of blend the top and bottom half. And it'll be ready for painting. So I'll see you guys in part 2. Leave a like and subscribe.